What's up? Today I'm gonna help you guys out and give you 5 easy things that you guys can start doing that's gonna completely transform your mental health in 2025. So, the little thing about me is I've been on a self-improvement process for a couple of years now, and for me, the reason why I started was because of mental health issues. In high school, middle school and high school, I was suicidal. Early when I got to college, I was suicidal. I've thought of taking my own life more times. I've even attempted it. And I've gone down these roads that I would supplement how I actually feel. So I would chase something like some sort of addiction, if it was pornography, if it was drugs. And eventually it got to the point that everything started to turn around and started going the right way. I can tell you guys about that later, but here are 5 things that you can implement even if you're at your lowest to help you get a little bit better. I want to help you guys out. So the very first thing I want you guys to do is exercise. For me personally, I had very, very poor mental health while I was a college football player. And what I realized is when I'm not exercising by myself, personally doing the lifts that I wanted to do and like doing those exercises throughout the day, I was way healthier from a mental health standpoint when you exercise. Also, when you exercise, like dopamine and serotonin releases into your bloodstream and you become happier and you get that feeling of accomplishment and like that thing that people call runner's high. It's because your body's rewarding you for accomplishing the work that you put in. The next thing I want you guys to do, you guys need to start taking pride in your appearance. So today's an off day today for me. And I'm wearing a collared shirt, my hair is done. I'm wearing nice pants, and this has single-handedly crazy shift in my life once I started taking my appearance, like taking pride in my appearance, because I've become so much more confident like within myself, and it's like I'm holding myself to a higher standard. I hold myself to such a higher standard that on my off day, that the only thing I'm doing is working on my computer, that I still wear a collared shirt, still have my hair done, still dressed nice, just hanging out. But for you to do that, I heard a very good quote, and it said, the best way to show manners is to show up well dressed. Think about it like this. If you go out on a date with a girl and she shows up wearing a beautiful dress and looks gorgeous, and you could tell she put in a lot of effort and that she was like making sure she looked good for you, you'd feel great. But on the other hand, imagine if you picked up a girl for your very first date and she's wearing like a hoodie and like no makeup, her hair's kind of messed up, like slides. Like, the girl that shows up in the dress, you're going to like her more, and you're going to like, wow, this girl is taking this actually seriously. She's taking this conversation seriously. So I want you guys to start taking yourself seriously. Take yourself so seriously that on off days you still dress nice. Because for me, it's become something that I love to dress this way. I love to dress a certain way that makes me look good, it makes me look fit, it makes me look handsome. And that has helped my confidence boost. And when my confidence is up, I've noticed that I work better, I talk better, my productivity goes up, and also like my relationships, when I connect with people easier when I'm very confident. So the next thing I want you guys to do, get in a habit of waking up early. So once you guys wake up early, if you wake up at the same time every single day, 7 days a week, you are going to get in a sleep cycle. And there have been times when my mental health is at its worst, and almost every single time when I've had poor mental health, or if I'm not as motivated, not as driven, not as effective, it's normally in times in my life when my sleep schedule's all messed up. So what I want you guys to do is set an alarm at least 6. 6 is the latest you can sleep in. Make yourself wake up earlier, so then your day will feel longer and you won't be as depressed or anxious, because you feel like you got more time, because you literally have more time. For me personally, I like waking up early, and it's a huge thing that I like to contribute a lot of my success to, because I feel like my days are longer because I wake up earlier. All right, the next thing I want you guys to do, the next habit I want you guys to do, I want you guys to set 2 goals for yourself. One goal that inspires you extremely, so a very ambitious goal, and give yourself a timeline. And the second one, have a, let's just say, if for me, I'll give you my example. For me, I want to make $1 million this year. I want to have a 7-figure year of profit, not just coming in, 7 figures of profit. So for me to get to this point in this year, I'm gonna have little chunks that I'm making 10 grand more, then 50 grand more, then 100 grand more. And then I implement those little chunks to get to this end goal. So I want this at this time. So within the next 2 weeks, I need to get the 10 grand, make 10 grand within these next 2 weeks. So with that being said, I'm gonna implement the practices to get to that point. So it makes life more fun when you have goals. Like the times of my life that I was very depressed is after I either achieved a goal or felt so hopeless that I didn't even think that there was anything else to chase. Especially as men, we are hardwired to strive and strive and strive and strive and strive. And once you're striving after a meaningful goal that you genuinely want, like if you genuinely want something, like for example, like there are times it's like in my life that I was literally so poor that I couldn't eat, and my goal was to eat that week. I wanted to eat every single day of the week. And that was a humongous goal for me. And I was so driven to do it. So then I was like, okay, I ate today. I made enough money to eat today. Let's go. Then now I can eat all year round, which is great. So that makes life more fun, is when you have goals. And then the last habit that I want you guys to pick up on is going to church. For me, I've been what people call a hardcore Christian for a couple years now, and even now to this day, being someone that's been walking in faith, helping people turn to Christ. And I was a leader. I've led Bible studies. I've done the dance. I've done it for a couple years now. And what I've noticed specifically, even when I'm reading my Bible a lot, even when I am like in the spirit a lot, I'm not as in tune with everyone around me. I'm not as healthy as when I am literally in church. I am my best when I go to church at least twice a week, or like 3 times or hanging out with people at church. Those people, that godly community, just having people around you. One, for me, I'm an isolator. A thing that I struggle a lot with my mental health is I would always isolate, and it would always backfire on me. So what I want to help you guys out with is, one, being in the setting of church is very positive. It inspires growth. You have an encounter with God that you feel His presence. So I want you guys to go to church, and then, because that'll also give you community as well. So just to run it back, here are the 5 very, very, very easy things that you guys can start doing. Just exercise. I'll make it easy for you. I don't know anything about health, but I know enough about health that your body there's a bunch of fluids and there's a bunch of weird stuff in your body. And once your body's moving, the fluids are moving around your body. It is more healthy for you to be moving around and doing those things. That's why it's good to be drinking water, good to be running around. Your blood's moving, everything's kind of moving around. It's a very good thing. It's like a car. And then the second thing, dress nice. Take yourself seriously. Be a gentleman in what you do. And if you're a woman, be a gentle woman. Take yourself seriously. If you take yourself seriously, you will not settle for an outfit that doesn't match. You will not settle for the dirty shirt. You will not settle for not doing your hair that day. You will not settle for skipping a shower. Once you take yourself seriously from that standpoint, just by how you dress, it will create an upward spiral for pretty much everything else in your life. Because that was a really big turning point for me, to be real with you. And for me to be as low as wanting to literally die, for me now to literally loving life so much, that's a very big difference. And then I contribute a lot of the growth and to the inspiration of growth to that one simple step. Highly suggest it. The next thing, waking up early, pretty obviously. If your sleep schedule is bad, your circadian rhythm's messed up, so you're not in tune with the sun. When you're in tune with the sun, you get more vitamin D when you go outside, which actually helps you with your depression. And also this is what I've noticed a lot is when my sleep schedule is bad, I feel like the days are way shorter than they are. And then I would want a longer day so I'm not as stressed out because I have more time to complete the tasks that I have to do for the day. So that's the next one. And then obviously creating a goal. And for you guys in right now, you guys can do a thing. It's like, I want to make my bed 7 days this week. I'm gonna make my bed 7 days this week. You can start with a simple goal. Then after that goal, then you'll start gaining momentum. Like you'll feel it in your body and in your soul. It feels so good to chase things. It also feels good to achieve things. Do goals that are actually hard for you. Like there have been points in my life that it was hard for me to brush my teeth more than once a day. There have been times in my life that it was hard for me to even get out of bed, let alone do all the things I'm doing today. So for you guys, if you guys just be completely honest with yourself, what's one thing you can genuinely do that's like hard for you to do, but not too crazy hard, and then eventually it'll lead you to start chasing bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger goals. And then the last one, it's pretty obvious. If you have depression, it most likely is because you're lacking something in your life. And for me, once I was lacking a lot in my life. I started on this crazy self-improvement process. I built a body, like a very strong, capable body. I built success. I built intellect. There's a lot of things that I built up from a skill standpoint, but then the thing that was missing the most, I had a giant hole in my heart, and that hole can only be filled by Jesus Christ. So I highly suggest you guys go to church, not just for the community is enormous, not just for listening to a pastor teach you a positive thing and to have a positive outlook on life, but even better, you'll have an encounter with God, and God will completely change everything. And if you think self-improvement's cool, and if you think it's great, then perfect. You need to start reading the Bible, because there's literally thousands of years of wisdom in it, inspired by the creator of earth. So I highly suggest you guys do that too. Love you guys. Hope you guys have a great day. Stay blessed. Make sure you take care of yourself. The best way to show love to yourself is to grow. I learned that in a workshop, an Indomitable workshop, which completely changed my life. For you to grow every single day, it's showing the best self-love. That's the best thing to do. Like a lot of people on the internet will say like self-love day, they burn all their money, or self-love day that they eat McDonald's. That's self-sabotage, bro. You know what to do. You know the thing that's good for you in the long run. And if you do the things that is good better for you in the long run every single day, then in the long run, you'll thank yourself. I thanked myself 6 months ago. You will never regret that. All right, peace.